Voice of the people.
Asampayetia. Obanyansa Bosuo.
Abwa enwa.
Zema to some kakre wa shopeme.
Nukwe fono. No wa obofu yemfi. What be yefume. Weni abwa me obupe.
Amani ya mama. Kini baby ako. Wacha ya wareni. Onsom wanini pa. Asadipa wofioye yama emberaye abeya ifuyana amaya umano amaya mamana adiwaya nora yamichata yemana renya wonso wanyini pa sawaya wanabe yama emberaye abeya ifuyana
Voice of the people.
Simpa wa yes na winya Yami shira Mama nipa Nianum. That's why I'm destroying you, man, and I'm the best Ryan. Or Brian Boya. I'm why I'm
Radio, the voice of the people.
I sit
in your respective time zone and share on your day. Unity Radio 103.9. Osho Brana no do abo akasima miensa kalumeboa. Akasima miensa ansana abo nondu. Jame guys abo nondu pepepe. Every sabre iko ide wonim say Anopa na de bro titiru nsem a etwagu afri ye my Ghana mu ana ya tena si ye ne mo eba beche. And the ebedimu nkomo kese baby a enra edc no the fight against galamsey and yebebo room na Aisha Juan ehun sensem aba and lawyer Kwame Ampofo ni lawyer titiri ni emperifo titiri wo Ghana enyina kasa na ade ba akwa beto dwa ama this fight against galamsey aye so difficult and tough for the entire country. According to experts, according to those who know the involvement of yenye politicians and the military. And Odike Kalusha down for Akasa say Ghana soldier for woman mani jehu kra say omo be galamse no dan say omo ebe yo imagine say woman ko peacekeeping so eno ensemo a ene yatena si yebehwe na yedimu enkomo ensam no doso but uni mitnase na yeka yetambo mu a yebetumi ahwe na yeso yetumi aboa ama oman no atumi akonanim aha Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo suni se yetnase se ya ensam de apiepie afri ye my Ghana mu na yenyina ya bone tofa na yesini sibre na ya to adwene because oman ya woman oman so ye meman nti yenyina ye obibika ye obibi kire wunsusuye wadwene ene medie ye kambo mu a eno ne betumi ama oman no atumi akono anim nti sabre de fawo utam babo yetamu na yenyina yentumi mu a na yenye oman nie aha again Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo so na yewe join yen na yenyina yentumi enkamom na yentumi eninkomo na bibia so ntumi nkonkan Manucho Magandi enam kwan so oba nemum the king of sports Ken Kalusha against papa pa enra obeye editi ame against papa pa and so eufia ha Ken Kalu eufia ha akwaba against kese
you kind of crowds against
no credit
coaching never so you also coach him say coaching
Kalusha we starting to call we na
coach 3 matches
obe starting obo 3 matches
this is me man 3 matches someone start
na coach ni nya dey say justify your point
and the ball boy formation boy na offer
what really wide etiaman for so comments the pundits the connoisseurs maybe okay I'm just asking you a humble question say what really and I say the hate you have for Chelsea now the kasa what is Manucho?
I don't hate Chelsea.
You do. Only Manucho you know time Chelsea to the core.
Me hate you. Me kind of
now coach Thomas Tuchel first match in charge of Chelsea.
Also about 1-1.
Or more 1-1 or goalless crowd. Want me and go. So what are you talking about?
What do this fight coach in there?
Coach Abba, couple of days about the first game, about draw, and that makes the coach the worst coach in the world.
To me, Chelsea to me, it's my opinion. My opinion. Nobody can tell me to change my opinion. No,
I'm not saying change your opinion, but for you to say,
coach cannot control the Chelsea okay.
We free in a
They say we used okay beside Chelsea as a Messi can or say free in a bit.
No sir, he
can't. He can't.
So prove with points.
Coach. Oh. Coach we dem interested mo. Ngo ko sake ya Thomas Tuchel ba okofa Graham Potter say o me coach. Tuchel require that say na Graham Potter. We Brighton.
Oh yes, sir. You are not being fair. Thomas Tuchel was starting for him.
What's it then?
Thomas Tuchel was starting coaching for him. You know how he became Thomas Tuchel? I'm shocked to say all of a sudden pundits of today. You are the same person who came and sat on this network and criticized Chelsea. Say yes, sorry, young players quite near them. You, and then this is a young coach coming. Wa coach abo Europa League abedu Brighton Chelsea are fighting and our JC
betmenya adaje ama coach we say on fa to no
enya adaje I'm talking about your philosophy. Say Chelsea
result oriented and obi aba wo pese obe wini mamu. That's the philosophy of Chelsea.
Chelsea for na kasa na una okasa.
That's what I know about Chelsea. That's what I know about Chelsea and I'm telling you. My philosophy say buy na mo pay win. Why would you say coaching what better matches man sha na coach me ko fabre me say enthusiasm the agile no the papa mo boni mo don't say anything ya share ball am kan bibia don't say anything
who deviate from earlier point.
I'm not deviating anything. Me say enthusiasm all they are supporting coach way from the scratch no say no man koya. I believe you say you keep on supporting this coach, but me to me there, mean you say your dressing room mono, on to your authority, or dressing room, or the tactically might be good, and then the philosophy might be perfect, but me to me there, this coach cannot control the Chelsea dressing room. That's the bottom line, and then so your Chelsea now on Chelsea, that is my point of view.
You have the right to your opinion. You have the right to your point of view. But when you make some assertions, no I justify say, ebia obaye no, me who say player A, player B, player C, the attitude o ye di all game ni mo no. Actually say the dressing room there's a problem. You haven't done that. NIBU also Chelsea for per quick results. Fine. You are not discussing the show with Chelsea lens. We'll discuss it with your own philosophy. Or philosophy ni say I will say young players, young coaches opportunity. This
me catch you say a young coach we say be
no one now be can o blast Chelsea I no kun say ye Konogalaga ye wo Billy Gilmore and ye pam players na me no ye long argument on this network.
The players am pam we Mo Salah one pam no.
No,
me ba o da be some call for mo pam mama ye kan wasem a o ye Mo Salah man pam no. Maybe say Mo Salah man pam no.
I'm not saying ye pam no say.
Kevin De Bruyne man pam no.
Kalusha say mo ye analysis sometimes I am mon katamon. Mo Salah ba time Mo Salah watch Chelsea. So more analysis you have to do the analysis and compare the current situation on the ground. Sometimes Salah team ben and no player no go to
player team one am the place ka kokoto no mo koto wi na ma be sideline.
Minamino na wetina hanu a wo ka say
me say amfa no ma to no.
So what is wrong?
Comparative when you compare Liverpool to Chelsea there West offenders. When catch him say
players are more pam
we West offenders more.
Unim players are
you can we West offenders.
No.
Na we
I am
so because
when the cancer person
you say generally Crystal Palace for man beton Konogala
source of your story say Konogala go to say Konogala gaso pesoko mami source of your story
January
don't speculate and dent the image of Chelsea. It's not fair.
It's not what fair.
Okay,
yeah. Journalism. Speculation is part of journalism.
No.
You don't
speculate lies.
I'm not lying.
I'm not
lying. I won't give you my source. I won't give you my source.
Chelsea stories.
Multi resort oriented. You don't give the young guys a chance to express themselves.
This is what I was expecting, say. And Chelsea a results oriented team. Your pump coaches with your own philosophy. Ni say hire a coach, give the coach a longer time. Okay, for the first time, Chelsea hire coach. Mama coach in 5 years. Coach he buy an better na. Say onya ye be pam no 3 games. And right share about the same things you did. And now they are no pay. And you don't say your point of view, but not Chelsea. Chelsea is under new ownership.
As far make Chelsea me will be point of view. Me say me point of view.
But me push you will say Chelsea for quick results.
Let's say that's my view, point of view. They say a team result oriented. That's what I said, and I'm so say. But I know what I said is
so Liverpool is not results oriented.
No, Liverpool is result oriented. But look at the time I did your first jogging club.
Okay, I expect somebody like you who feels longer time pays off to say coach Naba the first match about draw. It's a good start. I'm not saying don't come and say 3 matches.
Coach, coach, you know, I mean Chelsea. How you won? We are Chelsea fan. How you won? I'm just playing. Say
what honorable prince who say wow. Well, see, the gentleman is telling you the fact, and you are not prepared to listen. Catch is introduce yourself. Make just say what's the ukrum? What's the honorable prince? Or share Orlando who say wa.
Honorable, can you share you?
Honorable prince was saying King Kalusha no. Abrochira sesano wa dead there. Why you fresh?
Oh my dear.
That's King Kalusha. What's the honorable prince? Honorable prince. Okay, what my main kind message is kakra. But maybe Kalume point and they say Chelsea per quick results. Chelsea palm coaches. Chelsea need patience for coaches. You are right on that because the records are there to prove your point. Oh, philosophy is saying for philosophy. I can say now Ukraine what's Chelsea here? What's Chelsea?
How do you want me to bring my philosophy?
No, philosophy.
I'm not the one
because only tier Chelsea.
One more.
Are you doing analysis? With what the owner wants or what the owner likes?
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you.
You do analysis based on what you feel.
What I'm feeling, that's what I'm telling you. But issue you're not siding with me.
That's a honorable prince. Was he a king?
You don't want to allow me to say what I think. You're not allowing me because I did do TNT. I can't chase you.
No.
You don't want to allow me.
So we analysis. Somebody like Manu Chuse. If you say appointment of Patata wasn't right at the time, he stood by it. That's his principle.
Right from the day, coach cannot control the dressing room. That's what I told you. So dressing room, this coach cannot make a tactical on you go is good, but the ego and the lives of you as a supporter, we man times 5 matches, 5 matches. Now coach Chairman results.
Supporter Chelsea.
No, I know you. You're going to say it.
So Kalusha tie ntina meka say enipa bia no
so too emotional.
No emotional say you said the point and say okay Chelsea epam coaches in tentem
epam players in tentem apart from coach clubs and epam players in tentem
players some kwade amen fama what to mura no next 100 million say
what can so mura
when we dey chasem kakura me no enra wona otena na akofa analysis be here say players amuba be ha Liverpool on be ha club kotono me no ene owen divo corrige ene owen
or similar
Nathaniel Klein na mo say in life Nathaniel Klein and then Crystal Palace na agene kwana Nathaniel Klein na mo say in life that boy at Southampton was phenomenal mukoto no dia na mo de no
and Mo Salah mukoto mo de
Mo Salah at a time Manucho, Mbacho, what the computer ba go to timer. You told Mo Salah 2000 and
when get Kakuta.
National time Chelsea was at
Kakuta. Kakuta. Very promising young man.
Kakuta at a younger player.
Younger you. So why when we get Kakuta was here.
Na player bia na Chelsea beti ya kotona.
O kan some na ministry hiba. Me ma players ni bi. Get Kakuta onim no.
So onim get Kakuta.
Ono so when na me. Enfa na kota ne say no.
Na sa na
ya come ma say players, anya mo na ma say players.
Chelsea say players.
Aye.
Sir.
More than me say last me so mo pa kra ye hwe mo players o mo kɔ yi.
Ayana sometimes. You know her Chelsea rising to fame no. Teams beat say Liverpool, Arsenal, Man United, because omunana a tick glory seat in the UK. And Chelsea be take you over no. They will find a way always to discredit Chelsea. Now 30 years what the league is saying. Yeah, 30 years what the league is saying. I know crap Manucho be say COVID the man come nyam. Manucho say COVID league. COVID free or ko e matimi asaje. Money me hana say amabo 6 matches more how many points?
No so 6 matches more how many?
Ya cry down soro. Ya cry down soro.
Da bi na so o kan asem na say o pese o condemn obi a. Na ka say na we Man City. And now here na o da soro. O say na 1 point difference.
Say Manucho last season and Liverpool ni City points send about me them. One on the G League. What are you talking about?
I'm just say and grade performance wise we can say that last season Liverpool and first Man City they were at par.
At par say. At par just said no difference. 1 point big.
Oh
1 point. Oh league a big. It's me the trophy more into your part.
Performance in there. Nani na obian say omu na bo homodi. Ya ka Chelsea asema de bia no pay a match a year
no
kan. Na ko fa Chelsea asema.
Manu were you listen to the argument on your way?
We just federal class
just the end Manchester starting.
We just federal class.
So yeah analysis do you have to do analysis based on what Chelsea does? So be analysis based on your what your beliefs, your philosophy.
I've already said my conviction, and I may attach him. Say this is a team.
Your conviction is there.
Maybe conviction is said.
Coach in Yadi, you better control. What coach phone? What kind of action boy in us? Hana Oka. Who's a banner? Zadi be which has it? Maybe they say my banner also. Men mamfi in my because my house munyi na mukuta anti-spread. And I'm the bam if you catch we buy a west. And I mean, so you come in maybe. I mean, you also buy near her ball now west. Until the mummy know that Chelsea bobo no be me fee. My canon radio so I with me bobo ni we amomra. By your bobo pa who be jina project I mean few. Mama who's a more the anti-spread pa never.
You cannot cry. You cannot say weka.
Manager Gwaba.
Yeah. But I'm enjoying it.
But I won't say one was say
Kalisha fire brand. I mean I like that.
Who say one was say ye honorable prince na radio Ghana ye Boaz Bogbo nye na who say Kalusha who say one abroche say
no way job about you say ya
meja no na manfo
asanya aboje say bia
aboje no say
me pa anim
that time no wuni aboje oh yeah so it's about why fresh more I mean
yeah they say manu when you say manu feel me more say me na
my formula
for the coffee baby
then
they say they king Kanu
now they say
Manu Agwaba
yeah
bibi aboko there
you say we no tilapia
Roger Federer announcing a retirement from the sport and it's one of the saddest mornings for me because I'm a lifetime Federer fan. I never liked Nadal. Maybe a Federer fan. Yeah,
Federer nation.
Yeah.
But there's always going to be this day, and I know which
and Serena Williams, two tennis icons. I'm supporting
two legends of the game. And they were vintage. They really played well advanced in age. Our contemporaries in really fell off the mark. Until at least it's for us lovers of tennis, we knew that this day will come. I say your parents and I say your grandparents. I mean, you are fond of them, but one day, whatever else life must definitely grow and die, surely. But we've lost one. But I think it's time to call the applause, to call time of his career. Because social the young charges coming in, they are not giving way.
19-year-old Kalusha's player winning US.
Exactly. It tells you that. Don't say tennis. Let me tell you that day. Individual game and you need a lot of strength to really play. Mental fortitude, exactly. And even your knees, your ankles and everything should be well conditioned for the sport. It was always coming.
Argentine Martin the Potro.
The Potro.
Yeah.
No, because
The
of
Potro,
yeah, power.
The Portuguese, yes. On servo
Exactly. So Adia Boa Fedra. Adia Boa Fedra and say, I mean, he used more skill than strength.
The backhand.
Exactly. The backhand.
The best backhand player to have ever existed. And Nanka, the countryman where your friends say, oh, Akoya was Obu Fedra. Of Switzerland, where your friends say, Fedra the training.
Yeah, Warinka.
Warinka, yes, Warinka, yeah.
Yes.
Who's on backhand?
What is it? Forehand, the backhand. Tennis. I said, we don't say chi. Everyone. Say we do. We both fronts.
No, Kalusa on him tennis, but yeah, many exhibition in China.
What do you mean? Say backhand.
They won him tennis ball. Table tennis. I won him ball.
Been table tennis, but tennis.
It's a young competition. Table tennis, young competition. You may video be you.
Now, champagne and castle. The man from Mendes.
Na bisa da nenu
Ntwam.
Nenu anya champagne
And now you continue from where you left off. You are bringing it. One of the Chuba. One of the Janswan and our friend, Mamma Tabu. Now, as I said, then I
come and what to.
One of your conum champagne, you also have a visa.
And we all got something come on to. Somebody a man, no matter. Exactly. By my head, you Sakofaba.
Yeah, so a legend, another legend is gone. Another legend.
Yeah,
but tennis is boarding. I mean, if you have tried to get
tennis boarding,
net no what? Say net almost 1 meter. I mean, a little over 3 feet. America for them 15 inches. Until to get the ball over to fall within that space, you know. Easy.
Yeah.
Most of tennis players, when you know who's heading.
They start from Kuala
yeah, they were kids.
6, 7,
exactly.
In the Serena ban or starting the
because you have to really get the ball over and still land just after the net.
It's a difficult skill.
Very
it's so loop ball. And our money here too loose and so I see where bear rise my smash.
Exactly.
Ball strokes I want to mean.
Oh yeah. So I always Kakrana Miko UK Madam for very fond of the game. No near call tennis clinic.
Yeah. Lake Ayuhono.
Oh, okay. By very good sport.
Your tennis court will be some there.
Oh yes, we can wait to uncle. By very good sports. I mean, be about tennis be ninche. I mean, it really works on them.
It's a sport that works you out.
Yes, works you out.
And another sport I know what a three surfaces are between about. Yeah, on the grass, clay, and the hard court. It's all net. Tougher.
I say do ball. Clay clay, hard cotton so born is why fast. Maybe grass.
Grass and
also born and rising.
Exactly. Grass is so yeah them pa. But I mean, but hard court. I mean, most
hard court don't mean running kwaji born and bow. Born is you fast.
Yeah, but
then anyway, it's one abafum.
And only grass.
I'm saying
yeah, and then lawn tennis. I mean, in the past they used to be played on the lawn, but I'm friend in tennis. So, Federer there, I mean, he will forever be missed. But I like Djokovic too. I think Djokovic took over from Federer beautifully.
Djokovic, Adieba Akwa, a Hano, a stardom, said you maintain stardom. Not all Homaso.
Yes.
Or started very humbly, but a trainer or arrogant because Oshe. The issues with the Australian customs near there, you did deport to normal Australia open, and then they lead it to US also kicking him out.
That one too has more to do with COVID vaccine. Yeah, I mean, he never really and then also count. That's what.
When you are in a certain industry, and even a career here, or letting the team down. Say me the mehona say men kwade different, but when you are in a sport called team. Not say your teammates depend on you for his success. And you defend now Kovacic there no.
Yeah, Djokovic.
Even Djokovic, even though you're non you were chasing history.
Yeah.
Which Federer and Nadal.
Yeah, I agree.
Until next say, do maybe you give I think so.
They are still alive with us. So at the end of the day.
No, and yes, and also the way I will see a year and a honor count after so we they were now yes or bring some
attitude. Pride comes before I think I'm a lost hero. I mean, all of a sudden it
was an idea from because and three Grand Slams no Kobeji 1 or 2 because true Djokovic time
But Djokovic is not among for among the players. No, me John. Unma the Kuruntia. So when they want to bomb na bob na we try na tempo no. No. Why should I slow down? Now
the strategy.
No, rampant.
Yeah, the game should be fair.
No, sometimes no should the bathroom.
Fair play is the name of the game. So I understand you, but it's good. I mean, you can't take it away from him. Or drop shots, be any one. I mean, drop shots or the two nets.
I mean, the fans also loved him, especially his dances. Or
in a mentally tough. Mentally
very tough.
There was one Wembley game where Federer could find up a match point. He came back strongly to win it. Those are some of the things he also carries. It's still Europeans now, their mental fortitude near high. But at least, like you said,
metal players a few Eastern Europe, Croatia, Russia.
Squad for 2014.
Salad,
yes. I'm not on 2014.
Jose Mourinho time.
Yes.
Basel for Bobo Momushain. And Mourinho Dine Chicoton.
Exactly.
Satam Timben and Chelsea.
Yeah, Namo Thibaut Courtois, Ontuacho, Peter Cech, Max Schwarzer. Blackman, okay, my member.
Blackman, the all born in keepers, four keepers.
Gary Cahill, Ivanovic, Kedzuma, John Terry, Callas, Nathan Ake, Omero, Christensen. Onto watch
Christensen. So that I know academy. No, Omero was also from the academy promoted.
Luis Felipe, Aspilicueta,
Luis Felipe, Coton for Atletico. Remember,
Matic, Michelobi, Chaloba. Cesc Fabregas, Ramirez, Luis Baker, Loftus-Cheek, Cuadrado, Victor Moses,
Oscar,
Hazard, Andre Schell, Christian Achu, Jeremy Boga, Willian, Nasala was there, Izzy Brown, Diego Costa, Remy, Fernando Torres, Patrick Bamford, Didier Drogba, and Solanke.
No, Diego Costa. Did you say Diego? No, any squad name because that time not Diego Costa in your
2014, and this is the time of buying, and I mean, he was
not Diego Costa in your. Said Diego Costa there or bar
until 2014, 2015.
Diego Costa by Jose Mourinho second coming. No,
2014, 2015 he was there.
And Salah was purchased. Mourinho second coming and not first coming.
But when was Salah purchased? It was 2014.
Yeah, but that time no,
Mohamed Salah had gone. Yeah. It was bought in January 2014 from Basel.
From Basel.
They moved to Anfield to link up with Jose Mourinho at Stamford Bridge. Into about January 2014.
What's that time team and Chelsea Kitana? It was not Drogba Munina, not Drogba Moho. You didn't even mention.
I mentioned the
Oh, okay.
It's about 2014.
Costa
was there.
To 2017.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Hey, and Costa Croba Chelsea Acho.
Because Chelsea official website now me pick his squad.
Hey, and Chelsea Costa because na Costa Latter Day Saint. Into about saying how many years? Costa lasted 3 years, right?
14 to 15, 16, 17. 3 years in football terms.
Wow. Yeah, that's that time.
So he played with Drogba.
Yeah, Salah played with Drogba. Yeah.
Costa and Drogba.
I'm so by not Drogba co. But Costa by not Drogba.
Yeah, the 2014-2015 squad, their names.
Because Drogba coin na Costa by you. Yeah, na Drogba coin.
Not share 26 jersey. Not just say no. Any age need sorry. I mean.
Anyway. But that time no, Salah was a young chap, and Chelsea had
Salah and Kevin De Bruyne. I think if Chelsea will be truthful to themselves, that there are two players they missed out strongly, but almost mentally they were not out.
No, that time no Salah games out, but also penalty be crying my Chelsea for Bufui.
Yeah, I know.
He wasn't.
I was not convinced about him, but
that time no sir.
Prospects no Barcelona there. They should have kept the faith with him. And now. But they were not mentally tough, and I agree to that because Kevin De Bruyne say Kevin De Bruyne say he wants to leave. Yeah, he was not so.
Emma De Bruyne, Mourinho called Belgium game, national team of Cristiano, Omubu stadium was.
Yeah, but in principle, I think they've gone on to be world beaters.
These things happen. Even if you say Pep Guardiola and then or Jadon Sancho and Gombe.
You see, but in principle, Chelsea have not done badly. Even also not done badly.
Me say Aston Villa a midfielder young Kamoko Penny. Luis Brazilian boy. Douglas Luis.
Yeah.
Right? Onimbo bo chance Phillips one why na City akotono.
Yeah.
Sa Leeds for midfield. Sa boy Onimbo bo mame o. Kevin Phillips no. Onimbo bo mame.
Yeah.
But look at how much City they akotono or Jaima Douglas Luis.
The English boys, you know.
So sometimes, and English boys, sometimes untimi nyani nyina pepepe. Sometimes you to chacha will be so
no, but the first rule is that British boys are expensive. Now my at 80 million. I mean, who they buys? Obi British be a turn boarding. They manage to
marketable players.
Yeah, they overhype them. And I mean, no more. But maybe you see, if you have them in your team, it brings up maybe a revenue. It brings up revenue. Say the English, you see, they always believe that they are first in the world. And so we need woman. They don't really work out with you, but. In any case, Chelsea have not done badly after letting these two players go.
Yeah,
I think I'm for.
Amu Didi Pep Guardiola. The fans are slamming him. The English fans say Wakoto Jack Grealish as any bobo. They say Jack Grealish enya baller. All he does is Ojibona no attendance pass him or back. Jack Grealish had the world at his feet. These were the and now meaning goal for crowd is our story in the by say English fans and all football near English fans as Slamo Guardiola say was say Grealish boy and some of the Villa fans are calling for him to come back. Do you agree say Guardiola style of play unlimited Grealish? I'm not sure it was awful and he had to be taken out after just 58 minutes. Second half, you start here just some 13.
It is a yes and a no because in principle, no share Guardiola. I think so. Will be he places more emphasis on any defenders, not person boy in a particular way. They want them to be ball playing there. But the forward line is your tight jam, some free role. They need to play to the best of their abilities. Since I think if Jack Grealish couldn't find, one said there are some good players, but they can't find themselves fitting in some teams because sometimes they are in a pond. You throw them to the sea and they are found wanting because they feel big. Or Aston Villa, it comes with all the remuneration, fans and BBR. But when you play at a team like City, Gundo Hamuni Adenian, Bernardo Silva Muni Adenia, you can't tell me that Jack Grealish is a better juggler than Bernardo Silva on any given day. Some of these things come in. What I agree is that I think it's not more. It's not daring.
Killing the confidence. Now he plays with fear
exactly.
and all that.
On yet daring again, the Jack Grealish we all knew. He was more. He would take the ball.
Kaisa City for autonomy. Kwame blasted Chelsea for. I say you need. You need Bob Jogler. Obi or fat board. It has at the corner. Yeah. So I was even urging Chelsea to buy him, and all of a sudden he moved to City.
But that's the beauty of the game. Some players don't fit into some teams. Maybe it's time because it moves on. Where our agreeing principle is that. I mean, he's been given enough time 1, 2, 3 seasons there, and that's going to be on board there. There's no need wasting your time there. I mean, for the English fans, they'll be vociferous. They'll take it to the doorstep of Guardiola, not the player himself. I think the player should reinvent himself and play well. Now, say, it's on another bet, say, you say. I mean, I will not blame Guardiola on this course. One, the team might not have been good for him, but he himself too needs to improve. Messi Mount, they found themselves in Chelsea. They had to raise the bar so that they will be part of the team, and they are still playing. Jack Grealish, I think he couldn't play. Maybe he was overhyped. The hype is good, but they may have problem with overhype. If you tell me that I can survive in CNN, that is good. But I'm better than the people at CNN. That is overhyping me at the moment. So that's why I think he lost out.
Okay, yeah, Champions League matches of course any maybe reactions after, but couple of messages. Yeah, there's a Dan Auto Repairs 61 Fremont Street. Car no problem na Fabra. Na Master Danson CC Enfamao. Yeah, the PSA asida kese ma Dr. Kwabi Scientific Care say ofa enioma bonza wachi dwere na usisi back pain, neck pain. So and uti you get frequent and severe headaches. Why your surgery? Obesa or recover stroke. And I said fibroid or bar how abdominal pains sebi ubunsa baby a war drum ubi who said time na so sa edu ebansa na ye embarrassing and I make come for Dr. Kwabi a scientific care the amount or 371 Pleasant Street 371 Pleasant Street Freno a 774-386-5640 774-386-5640 na eneneni nkomo na omwa Kwabi etayechi ene yede djumedi bro master danso safe bra fa okani nyina bra no nsiesie ma so obedidi na beto Africa aduane adi okrum ha Gold Coast Catering Services aduane no ede ekoyi na ejanso ewom bra na bedidi adi biba ewo 7 Blackstone River Road Ope grilled chicken with fried rice and a grilled chicken combo. Nina yubi ope jollof rice bankuni tilapia red. Eduani bi a ope na obeto na untumuno bra Gold Coast Catering Services. No wonder say ye motto and your slogan a taste of excellence. Ubi aji atum Gold Coast. Bra ne bi di dipa. Omso tayechi and e dia sadaka se pa ma Asamas Trading. sɛ wopɛ baabi adi udwa na wotwitwa wo nam na wodi dwa wo sampa wokɔ fie na woyɛ nam na ano ɛɛdɛ deɛ a ɛnam no bi a wɔbɛkɔ akɔtɔ ano nsuo mpo nyɛ dɛ ɛyɛ Asamas Trading bra yɛbɛtwitwa wo nam ɛde ama wo 1084 Main Street ɛhɔ ɛna yɛwɔ na yɛnsiesiw na biribia nso ɛtumi ɛnkɔ nkan Asamas Trading nso ɛbɔ nkyidɔm ɛna ɛnɛ yɛatena ase a yɛde agodie ho nsɛm ɛne ɛyɛ Anopa Bosuo in its entirety ɛde ɛbrɛ mu moma yɛnhwɛ nsɛm a apiepie kakra huhuhu sɛdeɛ ɛyɛ a ɛde ɛbrɛ mu no na yɛwie a yɛmfa UEFA Champions League matches ɛnso ɛntoa so Manchester United ɛsɛ ɔmo ɛpɛ Atletico Madrid ɛne Slovenian goalkeeper friend sɛ Jan Oblak na waba replace current number 1 David De Gea according to Futex in France ɛna ɔmo de aba sɛ Manchester United ɛni abere dendenden sɛ ɔmo ɛpɛ Jan Oblak nti yɛhwɛ sɛ bi a January ɔmo bɛ make move a Manchester City ɛnso so are set to join Chelsea in the race to sign AC Milan any Portugal forward I friend say Rafa Leao Obekaya Enra Ura Paulo Maldini Edibetu dwa say Eyampa say Chelsea for the 80 million pound sterling by last minute of the transfer window, but there was not enough time to complete the transfer of Rafael Leao. At the same time, no muso omunye ready say omu ebe lose no. Neno and a Manchester City boss Pep Guardiola after watching the player who said there be once now match Chelsea nkwa enye free run at the player into a City. Joining Chelsea, Calcio Mercato, Italy na this asem no ebaye. Chelsea so am making informal bid for Leo in the summer. Said them kind of transfer window according to Milan director Paolo Maldini. Sky Sports and this asem no buy. Now AC Milan they are looking for replacement for Belgium and former Liverpool striker Divock Origi, despite only signing the 27-year-old this summer. Inti Calcio Mercato chera na just say Divock Origi answer no over AC Milan Liverpool for say no. Say ne ball no krenko yi. Inti after just few months of signing for AC Milan, Calcio Mercato say AC Milan for say and Kobe second fiddle to Olivier Giroud by Obama has a bono said yes Obono utumi emo. Newcastle are agreed terms with Egypt born forward I friend of Garan Cool wadi 18 Obobo Australia say Omrano Misia Kain emfa emo Bean Sports and enso report star story no former Manchester United manager friend Ole Gunnar Solskjaer I recommend Erling Haaland to Manchester United Abrana ono okochi molde nze no Norway okochi Erling Haaland wase e hono recommend no edinema Manchester United and so Manchester for chose against a move for the players that time no nyakra ma Salzburg and Zana Dortmund ekotono molde no recommend no who prospect no being a goal scorer and also recommend ma Manchester United but omo bogui omo enfie no Everton, former midfielder, I friend said James Rodriguez, Colombia near Branty, a complete a medical before a move to Greek club. I friend said Olympiacos, Fabrizio Romano, the transfer guru, and this asam no aba. Now kopiem our tutu mercato so Italy abonten so much I said Liverpool for say enya de omo be hesitate to terminate Atamelo's loan deal from Juventus if they identify a midfielder to replace the Brazil international 26 in the January transfer window. Aden Atamelo oba Pep Guardiola a club on penana. And as is here, more replacement say January I'm replacing him. Wolves new signing Diego Costa, my striker. I love that guy. Has an outside chance of making his debut for the club in their game against Man City. Mama more because with me City Otimi Tonto Guardiola On Saturday after former Spain international took part in full training session until they say their preseason no or mama na ya they say the fitness na banti ebia na watumi abobi at the Tier City memenda. Chelsea have been holding talks about buying a club in Portugal as part of Chairman Todd Bowley's multi-club ownership plan according to a Telegraph. Coach Papa Nankasankasanso any sort to focus on the Tuja and Chelsea Corona according to Kwakra Tefrano Star. They say they are in talks to appoint Red Bull Salzburg Omo a Christoph Friend as their sporting director. Enra now to stadium ho and he was a commentator for the tone so now cameraman the tone so commentator for no air can say he possibly could be the next Chelsea sporting director nti and also any Samoa and they ababito ijwa England Omo ade Omo and international break hiba ama ene omo edi omo a national team squad for the international break ababi tujwa na England manager friend Gareth Southgate a call up a brand friend say Ivan Toney for the first time or more my England that Ivan Toney in Italy any Germany game on born this month no Ivan Toney possibly might have his chance of playing for England. Keeper in front of Dean Henderson and defenders we say Eric Dyer, Ben Chilwell omuna enya record in the English final competitive matches before the World Cup in Qatar. Midfielder in front of Jordan Henderson, any keeper Jordan Pickford, they have not been involved because of injury. Ben White, any Conor Gallagher, and so you omo from dia ye from na and also edia about to Manchester United defenders be said Harry Maguire, Luke Shaw are included despite making only 4 Premier League starts between them this season. But the teammates said Marcus Rashford, Reborn, Inform, Rashford, and Jadon Sancho are back, are again overlooked. It's very surprising, Manucho. One would have thought that Jadon Sancho would have been included in the team, but
he should have.
Yeah, and Rashford is even back to his best.
Yes.
Rashford cried over say too early.
Yeah,
excusable, understandable, but Jadon Sancho, I don't think he should be overlooked. Yeah. Anyway, Southgate Nejuma squad no India, Mamembo Boni na mamo. Goalkeepers Nick Pope, Newcastle, Aaron Ramsdale, Arsenal, Dean Henderson, Nottingham Forest. On loan from Man U. Defenders Trent Alexander-Arnold, Liverpool, Ben Chilwell, Chelsea, Conor Chilwell cries even though I'm a Chelsea fan, I don't think Chilwell should have been called. Because Upraba or more games are in BS. We are just Chilwell hasn't favoritism now, baby.
Yeah, sometimes they look at your past form and everything, not your maybe.
But look, Ben Chilwell.
Yeah, he's good. I mean, I like Chilwell.
Conor Cody on loan at Everton for Wolves. Eric Dyer, Tottenham, Maguire, Crystal Palace, Rhys James, Chelsea, Harry Maguire, United, Luke Shaw, Man United, John Stones, Man City. Kalusha defender no Fikayo Tomori sa player we there Frank Lampard tono man ye me ya papa Kieran Trippier and Kyle Walker, Jude Bellingham, Mason Mount, Kevin Phillips, Declan Rice, James Ward-Prowse. Midfielders, attackers Tammy Abraham, Jared Bowen, Phil Foden, Jack Grealish, Harry Kane, Bukayo Saka, Raheem Sterling, and then Ivan Toney. In Tiwemo England for Afre after this weekend's matches now you call international break nti Ghana so any Brazil ebebo ayonkofa kensia ye hwe se buga beba begina mama so nim buga unim Ghana buga Atletico Bilbao striker Inaki Williams mena me diamano say top striker buga begina mama be shegu samai.
Let's hope it pays off.
Okay, young share Champions League matches a course on quickly. Now Femi Jimoma Kalu Manu na intimi to adwumadi ni so emfa mamo. Enra games ni bi course so nemum ankoye ama mi team Chelsea. Na me anim ni ankoye. Wo group E AC Milan eshe Dynamo Zagreb Chelsea Masters 3-1. Chelsea Tenerife and Salzburg ebo 1-1. Group F Shakhtar and Celtic share the spoils 1-1. Real Madrid 2 RB Leipzig 0. Real Madrid team no nkokora fonso they never relent. Like really?
I mean,
yeah, they are doing something so good over there.
It looks like.
Group G Copenhagen 0 Sevilla 0. Man City and who say yes. Man City a team to beat this season. They if they don't win the Champions League this year, I don't think they can win it again.
Nobody wins the Champions League in September.
No, they've been showing character all season.
Win it in Manucho,
they've been down 1-0, 2-0, both Premier League, and are now in Europe. They are just refusing to be beaten.
A lot can happen between now and February.
Okay.
Maybe if they're able to stay focused and have all their players intact. But
only 2 teams are.
You lose Haaland.
Two teams are Matau to Msombeko final.
Why no?
PSG in Man City. This season.
That is PSG. If they don't meet along the way. But
yeah. I'm hoping they don't meet.
Early days.
I would love to see that final. And how it will go.
It will be more interesting. At least one of them has labored enough for an European Holy Grail. But the point is, once the players they be proud and be fatigued, now World Cup and so a lot can happen between now and February.
Okay, I agree with you.
Yeah. So
Maccabi Haifa 1, PSG 3. And almost almost share first goal.
They came back
and for the first time in the history of PSG, Lionel Messi, Mbappe, Neymar, been see that. So mommy and saying about mommy and saying go.
I hope it
So
works
maybe
out.
that's what I'm saying. Something good is happening at France.
Messi, Neymar, Suarez did a lot of magic in 2015. I'm hoping they can find it. It looks like that Trinity is coming back, and this time with a more mature player too in a mappy. So let's see how it goes for them.
Okay. Yeah, for good on some news. I mean, Mamu, but my main kind messages we info. Daniel Agboke Houston says, "Good morning, humble servant of our community. I'm working and enjoying the show. The community appreciates your good work." Prince Osajekum, Honorable Prince, formerly of Inshira FM, now in the UK, says, "Watching you guys live from London." Isaac Mensah says, "Good morning, Unity Radio." And Honorable Prince say, the gentleman is telling you the fact, and you are not prepared to listen. The gentleman, somebody on in there, Akonakrana, Abruchas Kalusha. Okay, Isaac Mensah says, "Ken Kalusha, Kaluti Isaac Mensah message, Uchi." Okay, I say Ken Kalusha, Chelsea supporters, we are like Ghanaian Christians. We always need instant gratification.
No time to waste. If you have money, why waste time?
Oh God! Honorable Prince say, "Hey Ken, Isaac said that's good." Nana Kwesi Ahinsi Amankwasi, more fire. Ken Kalusha. Felix Osafusopo, good one there. Chelsea all the way. Isaac Mensah says, "Ken Kalusha, please, Chelsea will be the best team in Europe. You in Europe, just give us some time. Thank you." Kwesi used to say, "Opo, Manu and Kalu doesn't need to come watch Chelsea match with you. The truth is, our midfield is dead."
Yeah.
Davis Odenwapia. Hey! And then the members in the house. Davis Odenwapia. And then Honorable Prince. Davis is watching us. Also watch your Kalusha. Wasi wasi sound rough. Megan Joe said, "Osrewa Dovuniskane Kakrana, Bana Unquatia na Ori." Davis Odenwapia, formerly of Adum FM. Davis, I was members in the house, of course. One of the gurus, a best sports presentation in the country, astute journalist. Question: you say we Chelsea should go by Rice and Ndidi. No. Talk of Rice, Ndidi this is Nkoye or Leicester. Ndidi this is Nkoye. I wanted Ndidi some, but I said I don't know. Be a Leicester team so a depleting account, but Ndidi form this year the Nyakra. Yeah, Mami Alice Kwa watching us from Shrewsbury says, "Good morning, guys. Thanks for the good job done for Mother Ghana. We hope things will be better soon. We hope so too." Christopher Doche says, "Good morning, Oponashna and the news crew." And he comes back and says, "It's been a while. Welcome back. Opo, kudos for the effort bringing the station and your crew back." Isaac Mensah say, "Good morning, Unity Radio. Teacher Constitution, we are more say on the politics, or the sports, on the angle about the politics neighbor." Kumasi Santogoda will continue to reign football in Ghana because they are simply the best. Liverpool and Kotoko have no size. Greetings to Wiamuasehene Nana Boachi Yadom. Nana Boachi Yadom. Nana Boachi Yadom. Wiamuasehene. Yanko na yentin Susukalu. Mame starting with you, the king of sports. The stories and then the Champions League. Say I can know you. What the cause I time na me twa so anga say ma mo anyu. Federal dey say I can we. So person this started their fan. Yeah, he's a legend, so I'll give you that.
He's a legend now. I dey me say na ke 3 strong players are Grand Slams no bakwaji onwaji 20 year 21 and my friend saying Dokovic age 21 and another age 22. And now if you say that come to you be baso amanka e say when bit me age the first 25. But then ono be free ma say aka Dokovic ni wa friend da so prepare ha no na Dokovic as man no kind of emotional and say for past year no so many injuries and pains in why surgery na that didn't tennis in the nya do be jai ne board kwa the ba so be kwa ko Grand Slam ne competition you on but say a few the or the yeah federal with the federal
yes or the
size na otumi nti be sure say with me ala mo kan stand Warenka o training no okokofia obetumi training the Swiss tennis players are almost an experience no motumi enya bibia film if you say okona eya pa but then say ne honhompe so honam eyemre opo man ko abrante ba kwa sa coaches banter with the players coach we say ne bobo ama eya ne abrante fene James Rodriguez yeah, Colombia for a player. Suppose time Abrantie Everton. Now one coach be a friend Rafael Benitez. Yes, you know, in Kama. I've been doing a Benton choir as a pair. You call Mr. China more as a Saudi Arabia more baby so bobo because when the coach now could share baby a mother and no man kui it was suddenly be shy and I say and Tawanta manam will be but then comes or
not my share you are not Grand Slam most titles now say Federal saying
20
yeah and Djokovic was saying
21
and Nadal
22
is in Nadal all time yeah Emi ya pa Federal G20 watena or G20 or be history no watena hosa co-finals couple of times. Why to say Serena Williams? Serena should have broken the all-time women record long ago. Co-final could lose to Australia. US the no crown a shame and they lose to a Spanish girl. Yanko Kalin.
They say James Rodriguez what me Abomodini Olympiacos for almost me I can't I don't know what is going on with the jogging club. What for player by 3 days crying by what
no grandma money minute abo.
More money minute scrum. So what is it? What is the problem?
You must say players.
I mean play after no about for front and the training here. Only say you coach now if you say so on here anything I na man extra training be you know wolves e buy am say na for me mama na special training afia we say Diego Costa we say
e bia na onye unsa moto no mo panic na mkoto they say the Chelsea koto sa Denis Zakaria mo man 1 minute cry no because the last minute deal ntibia mo panicking. I'm 20 or share be any training or who say on the type of midfielder here. I don't know. I'm just trying to
but from the
make sense out of this.
Say or per se or about call for different
also be penny replacement January.
And what is the cost? Because say personal you know say if you say match fitness and no maybe don't koya. It's as a coach now you have to and I will say it's on loan. And I loans you not costs room. I don't know the costs are if for Juventus for this year, say, more money playing time, one by fan January, and time that cross, na man I be who be a fan akodia, and the fair enough.
No, Munkas on Mamma, and I was more replacement.
Let me say, man, say, cross on this shame, and mean Juventus for cross on their shame.
Usually, player on loan, yeah, now clauses a shame, either option to buy, an obligation to buy, and answer straight up loan. But the only option on the shame near say, mostly, mostly, the Amutadi shame near say. Ebia to say player no can minute minute ni the team to say Liverpool to me for minute option man no go Liverpool nye team
but say Juventus is a big club and mo ba be fa player no ti ebia menim clauses ni no ma mo de ko na
make say clause bi as
me make say menim no ma na call the deal na omo ye loan no I mean I'm not trying to me can say menim loan omo ye nsem e ko mu Brantony ba onyam mane mbo akokra match ba akokra mane hwe say
I think say be a coach in pen style na be onye the type of midfielder no susu say oye no I think that could be because me loan the only thing I am menim somebody shame say be o ka say in the case of emergency no manu on betumi afraid player but teams akese no they don't teams in kitten na to me this Chelsea when you problem na MSN wo Oko France Leon right Leon Oko boy no ya peno o man fana mai because time na ye say okay loan nka ye ho kire ya e betumi a recall no they took that thing out the teams are kese no they oju play alone you can't say it's a middle of the season of fano because so omo so mu ego nti ono on twe sa de no but smaller clubs no there utumi twi for omo so
I mean Jogging club you should have given us a reason say the quality a branch on Pepe in Baro Canada, yeah, where a blunt statement to me, it doesn't my in what the cry, Potty and Obama branch that could generate. Because I have Tony, and I'm saying, persistent and belief in yourself, you know, that is what PSB said, Anthony, because as far as 2020, no ball Peterborough, a war, England, League One team. What I say, and one
about championship,
about Brentford, what do I call from the Premier League? about Premier League and so last 2 seasons the performance.
Mami Abasi player Ben and here discuss Atamelo from Juventus to Liverpool. Yeah.
Now you share or your name Abranti be a fan visa or more Brentford for anymore now. We are measures. I mean, I'm happy for him because maybe I know one. Na or Peterborough League One na a form no. When they no on chance he was able to do something good let's say like I say advantage is not our chance cry say Jamaica they make our the passport in every after my friend or so uncle because now after share the performance now like we would say baby I won cry won more England
now me na players Ivan Toney, do you think Obetumi is sustaining the position in the English national team?
There are consistency. They all see the airball.
Okay, see you know.
Oh no, they all see Bob Brentford and they say Obetumi consistency. I made it. If you say Obetumi abo, but then in as man say Obenya
English national team, no, not to sound say me discriminate, but say we tuntum na wanye super talented. They say Raheem Sterling mo. Yeah, do Bob back
Raheem Sterling also behind him say time on friend. Now people were complaining. Bono man here in Ejuma until you were able to score.
And I say one yes, so team ya some make an one outcome. Me say one yes super talented. Now we glimpses yes this season why are they ko Bob back me now one ya dey pe no.
I'm just saying, I've you know, be
let's hope so.
Or quite be the likes of Raheem Sterling, money, the Calvin Phillips, the Blacks. So as for the one, Buana, I feel to me, I made to me, dear, me share the stature, they were the
mental fortitude.
Now, almost pen crowd with friends, Hurricane. It will go a long way to help them. But coach, the name your pay, but me, dear. Say as much say what me feel like go and about Premier League party.
So players no more rising.
Yeah, manage. They be say as early as 2020 year.
Andrew Robertson only maybe I'm a fan.
Oh, I Robertson there's no boy. I know was it a Sati Timo Mokoyi.
I actually
was more champion.
I actually be free buy.
So was Premier League in India. Where do you feel Peterborough or more like one or more by
about Brentford in the Champions.
Maybe you feel 2020 year COVID time year one was back there. No, in 2 years, not transform here to have a boy English national team. I mean, me said you know that toughness in between about preparing to my English national team. I'm afraid and Chelsea and Salzburg, no. Game no. Game no.
I didn't do this a mystery.
Oh, I can't tell you a seminar. And I share born on in as much more room for improvement. But me dear, coach, you know.
Yeah.
More coach, you know. Say if you only you can win the players no confidence. Now, or no because I say in as much say be players need be. No be omo pay teacher asem man ono si o masakno amaneko this woman on akana so many ni adwuma and you should give him a chance and be able to convince them there ebiana watumi aye adwuma but then me must make calm as I can see should be only say for coach to succeed you know you need to win the dressing room of Chelsea of which me say a daunting task for the coach I bit me I control I model some of the players in the Chelsea room. But so to me, yet said, Brighton here. Now say young guys are almost pay be a diamond Montina was able to control them. But when players are Magic Champions League, if Magic Premier League, if Magic FA Cup, if more Akobo national team, those kind of stuff, more controlling, and I say, more action, a bit different from Brighton. But Brighton there, I mean about the trap park as well. The share the players in the strategy all born in the system all born there. Nobody can take away anything away from him. But team a big club, and you should know how to control some of the egos. The control your ego now. I know bit me. I'm not successful, but you control your ego ni there. Opo me there. Anyone was say team there 2 seconds be almost pay results no. I'm be one a chin concern bibia etimi akoso
is this hard na mo sa seven na mo tag na no me bisa manu asemi no ye justice man since the departure of Ferguson Manchester Pam how many coaches what's a question about what you say manu jo ebe we bu say yen kan we chi a o say agree here there.
Papa.
So Manchester forecast as na Chelsea pam coaches Chelsea Fergie how many coaches have they sacked within that small space? How many coaches? And two wada. Manu azo ayanko.
Last one.
Oh, nam kaswe.
Yeah. I think say coach no. Man America kra. Man America kra. Me wait my man mamba me there. So best of see Chelsea ni there. Me doubt kakra.
Man America kra betumi aye. At the same time, so best succeeding them doubt 20 any day.
Huh?
What's the moment Juma? Moment Mra, and then you come back to say,
of which that
so best succeeding them doubt.
Of which say, most team my friend Chelsea, no, just have to man. And you say another topic for discussion. Say, man, Mra, bet me. I've heard also say, best succeeding doubt. Manchester City, Dortmund. Now, I mean, last season back to back, you remember behind him say, Man City bet me the deal. Banida at a Sports Stadium. I brought here back. Ebe no man kunya bi ho kakra bi ma. I am shake sepa ba at Sports Stadium ma me ka Jude Bellingham go bi oba share Man City for na
Jude Bellingham.
Now, I'm Man City for no am sure kakra. But then this particular season, as you already say, no.
So Liverpool player now an analysis. I name it do because hype papa. Hey, so who's a Liverpool player? We are king of sports. Yeah, go.
If you say Man City, match Crystal Palace, almost 2-0. I know better 2-2.
Yeah,
and they say right now
4-2.
2-2.
Then okay.
Game back away 2-2.
Crystal Palace
2-2.
And Man City.
Man City 2-2.
No, one share.
Huh?
One share Patrick Vieira.
City and Patrick Vieira.
2-2.
Premier League no.
2-2.
Na mo sa na mo tie. And I'm checking my results.
Match
City 4-2 this year.
This year
City shine 4-2.
2-2. The match been 2-2 this year. Team na
results. Go back and check.
I either say West Ham or Crystal Palace.
Crystal Palace will try 4-2.
No, West Ham is one of the 2-2.
Only Fulham, no Fulham. Only Crystal Palace, Newcastle, and about 3-3. Newcastle shine 3-1. But Crystal Palace, also Crystal Palace, the end of Crystal Palace don't shine 4-2.
Okay.
2-0 down.
2-0 down.
Yeah.
We've been a hat trick.
Yeah.
Back 2-2.
Yeah, but Crystal Palace then they so shine for about drum, you know, about 3-3.
And 2-2. 2-2 in America.
Yeah, but
was it West Ham?
4-2.
No, West Ham there. West Ham there. One match
no West Ham cross West Ham.
Match be on
I know they've not had a good start. They've had some draws.
Yeah.
Lucy game, but they've had some.
Match be now. I know so you show me 2-0. And better take. Was it Aston Villa or one of the clubs? 2-2. And better take maybe be at me call kind.
But Crystal Palace game no there 4-2. I know they're not mirror because I was seriously happy. 2-0. And I won't say Palace over the last 3 years. What Tom City this and now himself Sabetraso. And then that boy called Haaland the bay and in Century and in Oberhagen. Kalua be me go Manu
me match back 2-2 na.
We kasa be hwehwa intimi gina wo saa na.
What I'm saying is say team say oye bibia and the Premier League in there.
West Ham City na bo 2-2 and now.
Yeah, and America. And I'm kind of
no crowd. That was 5 million.
Yeah.
Bosuo 5 year day.
May.
That was last season.
No. Match this particular year. Match be about 2-2.
Because this season they are sharing 2-0. These are
Only
results for City.
City 1-1.
Yes. Yeah. 1-1 or more 2-2.
About 2-2. First game.
City.
First a year. First draw. Boy.
City games for the season. City games for the season. First match. Almost share West Ham United 2-0. Second match. Almost share Bournemouth 4-0. Third match. Almost Newcastle 3-3. And Omkobo Barcelona friendly 3-3. And almost share Crystal Palace 4-2. And now and almost share Nottingham Forest 6. And almost Aston Villa 1-1. And almost share Sevilla 4-0. ɛna ɔma hyɛ Dortmund. So these are their games. Ɔmo mo 2-2.
It's okay.
Aston Villa dey 1-1.
And na 3-3 na bia na mama ya. And also the now no say omo a league no there omo board draw na ya I know and say because omo you know how to play the fencing league no to me win come on. But the next step we say that attitude ni mental omo dey call Champions League no. Do any omo need Dortmund for boy na when they will go down because by goes this is whereby now is getting to the diamonds of the game. And to say what that mental attitude now born my now is getting to the end of the game now to me coming out to score equalize and win. Now it means say yeah sure almost this season say they almost see Bobo with the likes of Haaland no more babamuna almost so na me feel say nka omo ye Bobo kwa nka we mu Haaland no mu hu kwa omo ne bebo but them buy no much say they know how to distribute the ball more the ball kwato 18 balls Haaland hifa no be fi ababa or the bobo na two atenama bibia kama enti eno betu abom ti Haaland no e be factor for today say bia this particular season e be able to win Champions League no.
King Kalusha, King of Sports, no. Maminko, the Walking Encyclopedia, Manucho Magandi, Elho. Yeah. But before that, Mamia Basi, good morning, my people. Which player are you discussing? We're talking about Atamelo, and then she comes back and says, I do not know why Klopp likes hoarding players. Mamia Basi, I know the Kalusha, always on Chelsea. Real mistake allowing Thomas Tuchel to go. I am afraid Potter will set you back. He's an average coach who can't handle the pressure of Chelsea. Recent one was 4-2 hat-trick for Haaland. Okay, I don't know your game now. Yeah, Manu, back to you.
I think I'll go for the gossips first. I mean, Manchester United on Anopa Black. I mean, as replacement for Way. I mean, initially you said it and it was news to me, and I'm just saying. He's too old for the comfort, but I mean he's just 29 years and exploits. I think he will not be a bad one. Even that rumor has said that it will Super City crashes on ya. I think that psychologically and everything he's a very good coach, experience wise near there. And goalkeepers too, they can last a lifetime. I mean, not to talk of Peter Cech, I mean, or the Muchepa, and when they are that good, you take a chance with them. I don't know why I think the gear still has some positive years in him. But what the Yano Black body,
but the howless near outdoors, or a lot of Manchester boy, he makes a lot of mistakes.
Yeah, quite mistakes. Now Dean Henderson, on one hand, Yema eventually has to leave. Getting Yano Black will not be a bad one. I think that he still has some good game. The time to come and make money out of. Atamelo Diano, so I'm a bit surprised. I mean, you bring in a player who's not really had any good time. And now the story was in Italian, try translating it so that may but whichever way, it's not good for his confidence. We all know how he acrimoniously left Barcelona to Juve. Maybe when you chance and boy work of fun to give him a real life. He's delusional. Tiankania say, or man in real life, he started talking about if he gets a better replacement, he will let him go near there. If I impressed with training, that is why some of these things will come in. Yes, idea. Play or buy a woman chance for maybe then you are almost talk about. I think I'm a bit disappointed in club for those statements. Now Liverpool as a club, I'm getting too hard to him. And now Ole Gunnar Solskjaer recommending Haaland. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer recommending Haaland that eventually a monk of. I mean, it's their loss because what circumstance somebody talk Cristiano Ronaldo. I think they should have taken a chance with him. He's gone on to prove. What the records at? We were Lewandowski. I think is the next greatest thing to happen to.
Sometimes so combine for more the nanka when the 5 time be
exactly, and they could have even had a contract in Leo, bought him and made him walk gallivant around the world.
Mamia Baobayama, Mako ready message na Manucho. Vimodi program no krati akombacho maminya yekakra.
Remember to say.
Or say, Opo, please ask Manucho Magandi. If he's divorced me, he should tell me why. Cause I don't hear your broken heart.
That's not dream with there. Divorce
even though the camera is on Manucho, it's on you as well. So people saw it too.
Exactly.
Manu, go.
Yes, so it is their loss. I think they could have bought him and made him gallivant around the world and eventually get him. Because even at Dortmund, he scored a lot of goals. In like 67 appearances, scoring 62 goals. I think Haaland is also there. And he's not doing badly too. So virtually, only gonna social. Maybe people will say that Gary Neguahin maybe. So why are you not telling the world? But maybe only telling them that they should have really taken a chance. About champions now, Boyle wanting to buy a club in Portugal too. I'm only thinking they need to be careful because some of these things I think football should start running on. Because Ebanisana, then they are trying to have a feeder club, then to be feeding their main club. Maybe in football wise it doesn't hurt, but some of these things are what I think FFP now they should.
Say RB Salzburg, some model maybe,
exactly.
And Man City, it will be and. Because he mentioned a couple of teams
and I think
he's following suit.
Now we so you'll be smart. I mean, for player being say you are not sure of the players.
Chelsea academy players, the best in the world. So they said there be a Kalushe D attempt. He's going to send academy graduates to Portugal to play in the Portuguese league. So mature and normal by Chelsea.
Yes, I mean that's what they want to be doing. I mean eventually all the big clubs wants to be doing. But hey, football is not big business. It has left the realms of entertainment. If you want to be entertained, go and watch WWE. But with your ball, it's about results oriented. I'm not so fussy about that, but I think it's the new age which is really happening. And then to the
ESPN for say, I mean, can you say Graham Potter's Chelsea looked a lot like Thomas Tuchel's Chelsea?
You see, that's what I wanted to start. For Christ's sake, it's not Harry Potter, it's Graham Potter. He doesn't have a magic wand about turning the fortunes overnight. He needs to start from somewhere. The ship is has lost direction. It is rudderless. It's just on the sea going in direction. So bringing him in, you expect him to come and stabilize the ship. Although people are like Salzburg there, I mean, it should have been a dress rehearsal for him. I mean, getting a team like Salzburg.
The two weakest teams in the group, Chelsea and Timmy and
Zagreb and Salzburg.
Lusu Bakwa, but draw back.
Exactly. So and I have a back-to-back Mushawan.
AC Milan women away.
Yeah, it becomes a dancing tax for them. But I think they gave the man 5 years. It's now
5 years,
surviving the team, then maybe next season they pick up.
I see January Kofa Caicedo now Liverpool for open and it Trossard.
You see, he needs to arrange his teams. He has to make do with the tools on the ground. The tools might not be what he wants.
Unim Chelsea player, man for dinner temper.
Tell me.
And he's a player I've never liked. Hakim Ziyech.
Oh,
this is the way a man for me who be that. Truly, I've never hated a player in my life like a. Oh my goodness!
No, the coach. I mean, Tuchel.
Lampard higher, papa.
Tuchel also living. I mean, it has taken something off.
No, they say Tuchel living.
Yes,
he's part of the problem.
Later he started. But later he started playing some games. I see, and he faced is hanging in the balance. But for whatever reason, I think Michelle squad and I said before you had a chance to watch the lineup here, and we said that no, it doesn't look like it's anything different. Once a coach Obasana, you should be a bit radical, then people believe that you are bringing something different. But we shall save Aspilicueta who decided to play him alongside.
Aspilicueta,
yes,
and then Obenchi, Fofana and Koulibaly.
Yes, of course, but the Fofana was Zagreb game. Fofana is the reason why they sacked Tuchel. Following that player, we are questioning Kepa came too early, but I think Fofana too should have experienced defender. It was Fofana.
Zagreb.
I'm talking about Zagreb. And not then they had not had a chance to.
And Thiago Silva. Thiago of all people.
He decided to.
And Aspi to.
No, but 2 old Duades in the middle was.
That's why I wanted
combined age. Kind of bear 60 years. I mean, it was serious. I mean, for whatever reason, I don't know why he decided to. Do that. Exactly, because there's a common law in football with 2 defenders in the we do the bomber when you're 40-45. Russian tank and Ferrari.
Pacey. Inti say na me expect say Carlis obo Thiago no ko be Fofana.
Yeah.
Because Fofana no you fast or you quick.
But you're highly inexperienced. Highly inexperienced.
But Manu now mom experience in Gokrafo nya na nra Aspilicueta boy.
Yeah, why you need that like maybe at this point, he's just trying anything because Koulibaly too did not impress the last round.
He hasn't been.
If it's a direct replacement for Rudiger, he's just a poor man's Rudiger.
Yeah.
I mean, you can see maybe they only look alike in color, on maybe height. And then football brain they are miles apart. I mean, from what I see, maybe Koulibaly in Italy was a different make.
Now, one day, in the interview, I say in Italy, when you get the ball, you have to think.
Yeah.
before you play.
But I say any day.
By UK, you have to run before you think.
Exactly. It's a kick and
What
rush.
A
kick and rush.
Who's Italy? They have time on the ball.
They're more strategic in their ball play. So it makes the group very difficult one. For all of a sudden, Chelsea must be chasing shadows. So I'm going to pick a minimum of 4 against this.
Europa League looks likely, honestly, and it will be a dent on Chelsea's.
And it will be painful
because the weakest group, English teams, group are
Milan, Chelsea, Zagreb. I mean, Salzburg.
Okay,
it should have been a bit easier. So for me, at least good. But for Real Madrid too, maybe they are not taking their foot off the pedal.
I'm telling you. I'm beginning to love Madrid.
Yes,
even more.
The transition. Once a team, virtually almost a team. It's not the old team. Once they see an above Valverde, and
Chumani,
Rodrigo, and Vinicius. I mean, these are virtually younger players who are really safe. Good old Modric, who is still playing solidly in the middle. The team is gradually Casemiro Munich team. But so for me, they are really doing a good job. They are really doing a good job and getting 2-0 over. It's easy. For Haaland, it was a good one to score against your old team. I mean, after I granted an interview, he said that they said I can't score and I needed to score, and so happy because once there was that talk about they know his antidote in identity. If you really get Lewandowski,
but he was finding the game very tough. In fact, go no share na. I say Sambe Qatar because he found it very tough.
Yeah, but that's what they are made of. I mean, what Chelsea lacks. I mean,
a
center forward of a sort. Lewandowski couldn't do it. We'll share that game now. I mean, as much as possible, going back.
Lewandowski had chances more.
A game of 2 hours. Yeah, I mean,
it was a no-brainer. Just a bono, baby, free. Boy, every striker will use his head.
Exactly.
But the guy is too athletic.
Exactly. That's what he has.
Wow.
I mean, talk about between him and Mbappe. I think a lot of stories will be written about them. We should the world wait for. My final one will be on, I mean, Juve virtually. I mean, what is really happening to them? It looks like the center cannot hold.
Yeah, and Moshe first goes here.
The center cannot hold. They need to be careful. Inside, they will just be kicked out of the group. We were thinking that together with Paris Saint-Germain, they are the most likely teams. But if you don't start getting results like this, it doesn't work well. So for me, there's still a lot to play for. I've always maintained that Champions League, this time the chaff is together with the wheat. So it's very difficult to really get a clear winner at this point. You do final phase now. The final 16 will give us a lot to really talk about. But so far, so very good. I think that we've seen some beautiful games. But the Tuesday games were more exciting. I mean, I know they did not sell to us beautiful games, but hey, there's still a lot to play for in the tournament.
Manucho Magandi Gaucho Margarita La Molina Mempemi Wasa Worcester Massachusetts Ediano no Yedi Agudi Unsam Luciania Dania Hon Yababe Share and Samuel Koso Emai Ghana mu. We'll be looking at former President Mahama ne Nsamu Rana Shasi Ayeka Yenwi and Haruna Idrisu, I think. Abba Bekasa Ede Afahon. Sanso ena ne emolument or ne entitlement, or as we normally call it, ex-crusher. MPP for press conference. On ye nra. Omisi papano. Adibia ose efata se abain edimanu bia. Omo edimano. Sami Jemfi answer oye Kasamafu ana aye communications director Edi Emma NDC amanyoku no so ababonten edi nsembia betuju ano so ene yebehwe na yedi eno nso mu enkomo eno eda nchen so a Aisha Juan ehun nsem no se etra ne se etre na ene kra de expert ni nipa binum omo kasa Uganda no kra kire se NDC ene MPP antenase na omo mienu ankomti amomu ankase galamse no masa ese oman no nti yenya ya he aban bi obeba bia ontumi ntu galamse na se esanse sa politicians ya omuso mutu galamse ase no omo a ena esan shase a omo ye na manu utie enne lawyer Kwame Boafo ene etitiri bia omo kasa small scale miners in president ni ade a chese say politicians ya na ya ade no.
Oh yes, I told you. Omo akwaje concessions and they are using power. Police in soldier
for enti ene odikese soldier for say Galamsey site here on the peacekeeping. Oh
yeah, they make a lot of money out of it. I heard this in 2-3 years ago, and I was really disappointed. So what is our politician or concession or two? I won't say it's it's an easier way to make money in Ghana, and everybody wants to maximize its returns, and then use the power. Africa, they get the power. Once you get the power, if even you lose your mom, you can go and bring your mom back to life. So I be no more, but they are forgetting at the detriment. I mean, the corona we suffer eventually. Some of this, they've run it all our chiefs. I mean, not very useful. Daniel
Agboke say you spent too much time talking about Chelsea alone. Hey, and you are referring to Manu Joanna. Mamia Basse Fofana is just Maguire upgrade. Once Rudiger left, your new owner should have done everything possible to keep Christensen. I think Christensen is soft. Christensen is very soft. Soft. He's a baller, but on your hardcore. Yeah. Christensen is soft. Okay, Abuzafo, we have a lot of topics to discuss. Mahama being paid all emoluments due him is becoming a threat to democracy. That's coming from NPP. Mahama ex-Gracia Bruaha. Sami Jemfi sets the record straight. Mahama unable to digest losing to me in 2016 and 2020. Akufo-Addo mocks former President Mahama. Don't reduce Galamsey fight to defining repatriation or deportation. NPP MP blast Kojo Oppong Nkrumah. Aisha Wan is married to a Ghanaian businessman, a father, lawyer, and also the Betuja. Hey! Mahama's amnesty campaign for arrested Galamseyers not condoning the illegal act. Inusa Fuseni. And so, or this answer to these are many more coming up on the show. Abra switching from a sporting arena to the political landscape. Na yede ni ekoso ewo my Ghana mu edia bro. But before that, yanani ya honkoton ade ba akum yinumra yeba na afi ye hyase ede ensem ni nyina ede abro wuti Anopa Bosuo ba menka wo se phone number yede ye adwuma enra na usafo ni bi no mekon boga mo ni ade me ba cho mo nchonto studio line no 508 304 9394 508 304 9394 Mississippi 508 304 9394 eho na ofrefi outside Ghana na the +1 ashe enimu ubetimi the WhatsApp message afọ regular text message afọ ni na bekenkan na ebie phone lines ni so a the same number no ubetumi afre na odi wadwenkyere ede aba yentie nkrato ba akomienu miensa na yemra ye ba ensem no de aka ni nyina ye de bramo.
When you thinking of a party and wedding or locations, just enter the one and best in town. Of course, catering and take down the test of excellence in style. We've got African, Oriental, and continental cuisines, so make a date with us and rush. Call to place your order now and let's send you real down. Gold Coast, a taste of excellence. So call us anytime. We will deliver. So make a date with us and rush. No budget is too small. Gold Coast is all you need. Gold Coast, a taste of excellence.
Woni venue mi hu aje ai pedodam
masasesia de me ye champion ba ko pet wo hu ba basia car me driving
anu
Jack check my engine sound
nya dan auto repairs
me to okay wo dey bia check engine da so
chese enfunso wo car nim indifa ko dan auto repairs na obey mi nyina adiamount say ya accident car ana say o car na moa o pe obi obe street na ne kama na wo boss wo bete Erani Dan Auto Repairs. Dan Auto Repairs say ubo car eti apo me gyina ne nan so a ana eye bibia wo car ho no ye be ni yopo e di amount.
Dan Auto Repairs.
So ubo Dan Auto Repairs eti akwan a from 508-335-2667 ana 508-615-5390. When eti akwan so 45 Fremont Street, Worcester, MA 01603. Dan Auto Repairs. We are a jumura.
As a mass train
trading efie bɛyɛ da Asamas trading aduane bɛyɛ da Asamas trading sɛ wote Worcester abɔnten so ha na wotɔ nneɛma na mfiri Asamas trading a ɛne ɛwɔ fam kwan sɛ wopɛ nneɛma pa ɛyɛ Ghana ne abima mu nneɛma a yɛde yɛ aduane ɛma aduane yɛ dɛm efie yɛ akɔnɔ na ɛnyɛ Asamas trading na wotɔ afiri a mese wafam kwan aha na nnuane ahodoɔ ne ɛnam efiri Ghana ne abibire mu aman ahodoɔ ebedu Worcester ha no yɛyɛ ne kama ne yɛtɔ no fofofo ɛdeɛ na wopɛ atɔ ɛyɛ adwene akranteɛ akokɔ anaasɛ turkey a yɛawo no kama kɔɔbi papa bi ɛyɛ dwanam akokɔ nam ɛyɛ fish nantwinam beef ananam bia a wopɛ a yɛahyehyɛ n'adaka mu kama no ɛyɛ Asamas trading ɛna wobɛnya no ɛno akyi wopɛ koko bayerɛ anaa biribia yɛde no aduane wɔ fie a Asamas trading ɛna ade w'ani bɛkyerɛ na deɛ akɔ no na ɛde wɔ mu ne sɛ wɔn mo nneɛma nyinaa yɛ fofofo wobɛtumi de EBT anaa food stamps atɔ nneɛma fofofo efiri Asamas trading ɛwɔ 1084 Main Street Worcester Massachusetts wɔyɛ adwuma firi anapa nɔnwɔtwe ekosi enyimmerɛ nɔnwɔtwe juada kosi memenda bia enti da bia apɛ sɛ wodi dwa no wobɛtumi akɔ Asamas trading anaa frɛn 508-796-5117 anaa 508-615-2097 Asamas trading yɛma wɔdwadie yɛ fofofo
Obrafo ne kan yo se ensem Paulo mo na fra na ku upe ensem eku otwiko bata atie dia ene unua tie Unity Radio Worcester United States of America.
For all the latest news, sports, politics, entertainment, health, traffic, weather, and more, listen to Unity Morning with Opo National, the only morning show you need. Now.
Unity Radio 103.9 Abuja for your dying hokoton ade kakra ide asedema Dan Auto Repairs, Gold Coast Catering Services, Dr. Kwabi Scientific Care, Sanso ena yedi kesipa so ema eye Master Danso na de tie ene se sabre de dane ho na ya ba behwe ensama PP ewo ye man Ghana mu na ya hwe issues a ekoso ene ne yensu ebetumi aka afa ho ene nsusu ya ebetumi ede aba obeka ya enra eyade a ye start ya na ye di nkomo na ene ye shas ye se ya na ya boni tew nsemo a esisi e wo se otibie na afi ya ba fi ha behwe ne ayenso ebetumi a kire ya adwen wo ho ye shas ye de fi NPP New Patriotic Party aso ye now NPP amanyokuo e de nsem bia ba betu dwa mo asema mo kan ene se owura friend se John Dramani Mahama nkani mampani sika bia esese aban etuama no a eye esefata omampani dada bia wafiri akonya so no MPP for chara omode ama papai Mahama being paid all emolument due him. He's becoming a threat to democracy. Now the governing NPP described as false claims by former President John Dramani Mahama that his emoluments are not being paid him by the state. A few days, Mr. Mahama said he pays his own utility bills, received nothing from the state for his accommodation, contrary to claims made by the NPP Bruno Regional Chairman Kwame Bafu, aka Abronya, about a week ago that the 2020 flag bearer of the NDC has since 2017 swallowed 15.6 million of the state funds as part of his emolument, apart from receiving 14 million ex gratia in 2013. Na no ena eye Owura Mahama said the munim na ebebo audio no kire munra eba bonten bi kire mu se ono enya de a sika bia ide ama no MPP friends and shrofo nhia mu ena omuso aba bi kire mu se omu de sese Owura Mahama enya bia omu ede amano the tentene ni titia eno no omu kira or say, unfortunately for Ghanaians, former President Mahama has brought his posturing to Article 71 issues, creating the impression that given the political opportunity, he will amend it. However, this posturing on the repeal of Article 71 is the inconsistent with the opportunities he's gotten to amend it when he had power as the Vice President and President of this republic effectively 2009 to 2017. In Tinsemo, apart from say MPP, say Ura no BBSS and Saka be an Sakano, and one more day to us say, Sir, Quaterquaso of amount to my TND, Papa Wabetna Kunyaso advice, and I was a president. In Tisanka Passa, Article 71 office holders, whatever, no so Obesi Sanwa, and Kada another dada, 1 year, inti ma Ghana for Intino, and no any dear and there. Enra MPP for nso so ede eba betu idwa na womu ebeka edifa eye omampani dada enso ensem na ekoso no na eno ena Sami Gyamfi a ono nso so eye kasamafo edima NDC amanyoku no enso ababonten edi ensembi ababetu dwa abra MPP for eye press conference no na Sami Gyamfi nso asemo a oka enso enise National Communications Officer for the NDC, Ura Sami Gyamfi, said that there is an attempt by government to mislead Ghanaians about the emoluments and privileges of former President John Dramani Mahama. According to him, this is shameful because John Mahama was very clear about the specific bills and expenditure he has personally borne since he left office. In a Facebook post, Sami Gyamfi said the MPP has rather resorted to the circulation of some official documents that have no relation with the subject. The desperate attempt by government and NPP communicators to mislead Ghanaians about the emolument and privileges of former President John Dramani Mahama is shameful to say the least. For the record, the former president in his recent interview with TV3's Alfredo Kensi was very clear about the specific bills and expenditure he has personally borne since he left office. Rather than rebut or respond to the specific issues raised by the former president, some NPP and government communicators have shamelessly, albeit in vain, resorted to the circulation of some official documents that have no bearing whatsoever on the issues at stake. It is therefore important to situate the discussion with the proper context. And now Oshe Sami Gyamfi and also the Krataba say MPP for ensemo mo kan ene de omampani Mahama kan no ebo ebra no omampani Mahama de o kan no ochire mu se ne officer or tier light bill or no on the petrol near ade. He stated that the claim by the Bono regional chairman of the MPP that an extra amount of 14 million was paid to his ADB account in the year 2013 is an absolute lie, and that the only payment that was made to him by the Controller and Accountant General in 2013 was his salary arrears, an amount of 230,000 Ghana cedis. He also stated that the claim by Bono Regional Chairman of the NPP that he has received privileges and perks worth 15 million since he left office in 2017 is absolutely untrue, and that he receives only his monthly pension as former president. The former president went on to say that he pays the electricity bills for his household and office, he pays the water bills for his household and office, he lives in his own accommodation, so the state does not pay him anything for accommodation, the state has not given him an office, and that he rents an office space in East Cantonment, Accra, which he personally pays for. He pays for his own fuel, he pays for his own domestic staff, he pays for his medical bills, he pays his own air ticket and that of his assistants whenever he travels. Inti Owura friend say Sami Gyamfi enso echirimu a ensem o mampani dada Mahama bekan no ene de MPP for ka say yamanu we ni ade no bo ebra MPP for pese omo fa kwan bi so na omo egu o mampani animu ase nanso ensem o mampani kan no ene de omo so ede beto abonte no okika bomu a enya ade a efa kra na eno so ede a